Welcome to the show at Kauffman Stadium, presented by the Royals and KCGameOn. On today's broadcast, we'll be featuring the top 4 players who made it through the bracket and will be playing in person here at Kauffman Stadium.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And that one is gone.
Who's the best in Kansas City? Today we're going to find out.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Kauffman Stadium here in beautiful Kansas City, Missouri. Hi, I'm Zach, and welcome to KCGameOn presents MLB The Show tournament. We got exciting games here today. We have our top 4 contestants here. They've grinded out last weekend, make the top 4 here through qualifiers and playoffs, and it's a tremendous opportunity for our players to be here for today. We got here 2 of our first players. We got That Boy Mitch and C Money. You guys okay? What's going on? I'm sitting here with C Money, Colton. Colton, how's it feel to be here today?
Pretty good. It's exciting.
It's exciting. I know the man. It's insane to see the field over here. Do you have any game plans going into today's tournament? You know, that you did through the qualifier. Anything changing for today being here in the top 4?
Not really. Just go out there, hit the ball, base hits.
Hey, go out there.
Score some runs.
Go out there and hit dingers. Yeah. Hey, I like it, Colton. We're out here hitting home runs. And we got over here our number 1 seed, That Boy Mitch. Mitch, you want to come down here, my friend? Mitch, congrats on making it here so far today. You went 5-0 through qualifiers, the only person to do that. On top of it, you absolutely destroyed everyone in playoffs. I mean, how does it feel to make it all the way out here, undefeated so far?
It's pretty cool. Just really excited to play here at this event. So.
But yeah, no, for sure. I mean, do you have any are you focused more today on pitching, hitting? Like what? I mean, what's going on through your head? Like, what's the game plan being here in the top four?
Uh, Usually just pitching. I always want to. It's easier to win when you don't give up any runs, so that's the game plan.
Hey, I like it. We're all about pitchers here. Colin up my side right here. He's all about the dingers, and then we got that boy Mitch. He's all about pitching. We are going to get everything here. The players sit down. We're going to get game started here pretty soon. We do have our special guest. We have Robert Flores. He's from MLB Network. He hosts MLB Central every single during the weekdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ever want to, check in. They do great contact over there here at MLB The Show. But here in a few minutes, we're going to get some games going, and these two are going to square off for the grand finals. We got a really exciting day here in Kauffman Stadium. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, good job, guys. Great job. Great job.
All right, welcome. Hey, everyone. I'm Robert Flores from MLB Network, host MLB Central, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network. We're glad to be here. We're going to see two semifinals, 5-inning games, and then our championship game a little bit later today. That will also be a 5-inning game. The first matchup here, that boy Mitchell Williams, he's the home team, and he picked the Philadelphia Phillies, taking on Colton Munn, C-Money 32. He's the Dodgers, and leading off with Trey Turner. They're playing on an Xbox, and remember, they are using the scoreboard there at Kauffman Stadium as their monitor. So as Mitchell being the top seed, he had the right to choose the team, and he went with the Philadelphia Phillies. Remember, these games are 5 innings, and they are using the live series teams. So these are not God squads. They're not event-style rosters. These are live series rosters as the two players are getting the conditions set and getting ready to play. Remember, 5 innings. They're playing for a big-time prize package, 125,000 stubs, as well as a stadium tour, 4 Royals tickets for an upcoming game. Second place They get $75,000 stubs, 2 tickets, as well as a stadium tour and other prizes. We started with 43 players, and we're now down to 4 as we get set for our first semifinal action. Glad you could join us here on our Twitch page as well as the Royals YouTube page. I'm monitoring the chat and the comments, so don't get too crazy, if you know what I mean, because I can see you. All right, here we go. Trey Turner leading off against Zach Wheeler. Colton is the visiting team. He picked the Dodgers. Mitch, as the top seed, he had the right to pick first, and he went with the Philadelphia Phillies. So obviously he likes those big power bats with Schwarber, Castellanos, and Bryce Harper. They are using the DH in this game. 5-inning format here. So it's similar. It's not quite Battle Royale, but similar to some style of events. And first pitch swinging, grounder to short. And Trey Turner is retired after 1 pitch. Here comes Freddie Freeman, part of that devastating and potent Dodgers lineup. Zach Wheeler on the hill. And first pitch swinging again. High fly ball, deep right field, and it's gone. C-Money takes a quick 1-0 lead thanks to a solo homer from Freddie Freeman. And obviously with the 5-inning format, if you are able to get an early lead, that sways the advantage very much in your favor. Another first pitch swing and another home run. It's back-to-back home runs for C-Money, and he has a quick 2-0 lead. Wow. 3 pitches in, and C-Money is out to a 2-0 lead, and we're going to get some bullpen activity up, I think. Here's Will Smith, the cleanup hitter. As you see our 2 players there on the right-hand portion of your screen, they are out at Kauffman Stadium using the scoreboard as their monitor. And Zach Wheeler will start off with Will Smith with a curveball. Interestingly enough, these 2 teams in real life are currently engaging in a series at Dodger Stadium. Philadelphia Phillies won last night. 2-0 lead, top of the first on the strength of 2 back-to-back home runs from Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts. Here, Will Smith will fly out to center field, and there's 2 down. Here's Cody Bellinger. And Zach Wheeler starts him off with a sinker low, fouled off. It's 0-1. Our second semifinal will feature G-Dub 1267 against Yadier. That's still to come. But this is semifinal number 1, 5 innings, and C-Money as the Los Angeles Dodgers out to a quick 2-0 lead. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from. Be sure you're active in the comments and on Twitch, twitch.tv/KCGameOn, as well as the Royals YouTube page. Here's another 1-2, and he could not hold up in time. They throw to first, and that retires the side, but big damage in the opening frame. Back-to-back homers, Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, and C-Money is out to a 2-0 lead. He'll throw Walker Buehler against this Philadelphia Philly lineup, leading off with Kyle Schwarber. Remember, these are live series teams. These are not God squads. Mitchell Williams, as our top seed, had the right to pick first, and he went with the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's the first pitch from Buehler. Fouled off. It's 0-1. Green Hatter 28 is in the chat. Platformed is in the chat. It's 0-2. Kyle Schwarber trying to get something going here for that boy Mitch. Fouls that one back. And we'll do it again. Big time prize package on the line. These 4 players competing for first prize package that includes a $125,000 stubs, to be used here on MLB The Show. And Kyle Schwarber goes down swinging, and quickly there's 1 down. As well as 4 tickets to an upcoming Kansas City Royals game. Royals, of course, on the road this weekend in Colorado, taking on the Rockies. Here's Nick Castellanos. Some years it's Nicholas, other years it's Nick. This year it's Nick. It's a 1-1 count. Buehler staked out to a 2-0 lead. That one lined to third and caught in foul ground by Trey Turner, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Bryce Harper. As you see that boy Mitch experimenting with the swing anchor. And he looks at a ball low. I personally don't use the anchor when I hit. And if you've seen me on play online, then I mean maybe I should, but I just don't like having the anchor. Here's the 1-1 Bryce Harper. That one's fouled off. Just the 12th pitch of the inning upcoming for Walker Buehler. Here's the 1-2. And that one's struck well, but foul. Just to take you behind the curtain a little bit, here's the 1-2. And they say he went, and they'll throw to first to complete the out, and that retires the side. They had to wait a little bit for this event to begin, to wait for the sun to go down, so it wouldn't be so it wouldn't be in our players' eyes. Remember, they are actually at Kauffman Stadium using the scoreboard as their monitor. All right, we'll start the second inning with Justin Turner. 6, 7, and 8 due up here for C-Money as he has a 2-0 lead here. Remember, we're playing 5 innings. So the bullpens could be a factor early. That one is lined foul. Green Hatter, that's a great question. Green Hatter asking, I wonder how hard it is to track the ball viewing on the big screen. That's a great question. That ball sent to left center field. Roman Quinn is there, and he will make the catch, and there's 1 down. That boy Mitch trying to keep the deficit at 2-0. Mitchell Williams was born in Oklahoma City, currently lives there. And yesterday, or earlier this week, on Thursday, he took his last final at the University of Oklahoma. There's a sinking liner to left, and it will fall right in front of Kyle Schwarber, and it's a 1-out base hit. So congratulations to Mitchell, recent college graduate, the University of Oklahoma, with a degree in management. Max Muncy looks at a ball low. It's 1-0. Okay, so we are getting some clarification. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley says that their players are playing on a monitor in the Diamond Club in front of the big screen. Okay, all right. That seems like it's definitely a little bit easier. But for the people that are in attendance or maybe members of their party, they can see the game on the scoreboard there at Kauffman Stadium. Meantime, Max Muncy down on the count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Wheeler. And it's in the dirt, blocked by Real Muto. Throw over to first, but the runner's back safely. Despite being down just 2-0, Wheeler has only thrown 20 pitches. Got him. No, he's able to stay alive. And we'll do it again. It's a 2-2. And did he go? Yes, he did, and there's 2 down. So a swing in the dirt comes up empty for Muncy, and that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Chris Taylor. 2 down here in the second inning. Colton there on your left hand, on the left-hand portion of the screen, wearing the red hoodie. He's got a 2-0 lead. He's the Los Angeles Dodgers. That boy Mitch, right-hand portion of your screen. He's the Philadelphia Phillies, and of course trailing 2-0. Sharply hit to third. Alec Boehm dives, knocks it down, and throw over to first in time. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up for that boy Mitch, and he's trailing 2-0. Here's JT Realmuto. So Colton, C-Money 32. Colton with a 2-0 lead from Gretna, Nebraska. Just finished his first year at college. As Real Muto looks at a cutter away that hits the corner, and it's 0-2. He's currently majoring in criminal justice. That ball in the dirt. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Buehler. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. We started with 43 players, and we're now down to 4. Ooh, that was a hanger, but he was early. But you could see his PCI was all over it. Here's another 1-2 from Buehler. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Good AB here by JT Realmuto. Here's the 1-2 from Buehler. That ball caught a lot of the plate, but again, Mitchell was very early. PCI was on it, but timing very early. Another one fouled off. We'll do it again. Here's the 1-2. And he hit him. So JT Realmuto, a good AB, and he ends up getting hit by the pitch, so he's aboard with no one out here, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Our second semifinal still to come. That will be Gabe against Yadier. Rhys Hoskins swing and a miss. And he's down on the count 0-2. Good eye there by Mitchell to lay off of it, and it's 1-2. JT Realmuto at first. After being hit by a pitch, still no one out. Bottom of the second. Scheduled for 5 innings. Check over to first. No, he did not go, and the count is full. Rhys Hoskins at the plate. Good speed at first with JT Realmuto. Here's the payoff pitch. And, oh, did he go? No, he did not. So that boy Mitch threatening here in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second, no one out, and that'll bring up the former Mariner, Gene, the hitting machine. Gene Segura fouls that one off. It's 0-1. And that ball is fouled but hit well. That boy Mitch is having some success from a contact perspective, but he's unable to keep it fair, although this one will be for a base hit. They're going to hold Realmuto at third, and it will be bases loaded with no one out as that boy Mitch staging a furious rally here in the bottom of the second. Here's Roman Quinn. Still no one out. High fly ball, right field. Betts has a great arm. Is it going to be deep enough to score Realmuto? Betts is there. They are not going to test him. Wow. All right, so very cautious base running there from that boy Mitch. And still, runner at third, bases loaded actually, and one out. That ball sent deep to left field. Going back is Bellinger. It's going to be over his head. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And it's now a 2-2 game. So a 2-run double there for that boy Mitch. And it's a brand new ball game, tied at 2. That'll bring up Bryson Stott. That ball is cranked, but foul. Still only 1 down. Runner at the corners. Once again, fly ball to Betts. Are they going to send the runner? They will test him this time. Here's the throw at the plate. Not in time, and that boy Mitch takes a 3-2 lead. So a 3-run second inning for that boy Mitch as he takes the lead for the first time in this game. Kyle Schwarber will fly out in the infield, and that retires a side. But the damage done, Mitchell with 3 runs in the bottom of the second, and we go to the third, new ball game. That boy Mitch leading 3-2. Here's top of the order. Trey Turner leading off here in the third inning. Grounded out in his first AB. Here's the 1-0 from Zach Wheeler on for his third inning of work. Remember, we're only playing 5. So with the lead here in this now third inning, I wonder how Mitchell will use his bullpen or when he will go to his bullpen. Right now, Wheeler has fallen behind to Trey Turner, 3-0. Oh, he had the green light on 3-0, and he pops up in shallow right field. Segura is there, and there's 1 down. Wow. Missed opportunity there for Colton as he was 3-0 with Trey Turner, and Turner could only produce a shallow fly ball. Here's Freddie Freeman. He went deep in the first inning. Hard hit ball, but right into the shift. Segura is there. Throw to first in time, and quickly there's 2 down. Here's Mookie Betts. He also went deep, part of back-to-back homers in that first inning for Colton. And Zach Wheeler seemingly has really settled down after a bumpy first inning. And he's about to get out of this third inning unscathed. Quinn is there, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third. All right, we are going to see some bullpen activity up for Mitchell. He's got the 3-2 lead. He's going to warm up Brad Hand and the former Met, Juris Familia. Now, in real life, we know the Philadelphia Philly bullpen has been a little hit or miss. Obviously, that boy Mitch hoping for more consistency from his version of the Philadelphia bullpen. Here's Nick Castellanos, 0 for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up here. Hard line drive to left center field. That will fall in for a hit right in front of Chris Taylor. And Nick Castellanos is aboard with a leadoff hit here in the third inning. Here's Bryce Harper. Ooh. Look at the PCI. The timing too early and the PCI to the left. Bryce Harper looks at a ball low. It's 1-1. Walker Buehler starting to his energy dipping into the yellow now. There's a high fly ball. Deep right field. Going back is the best, and it is gone. It's a 2-run homer for Bryce Harper, and that boy Mitch extends to a 5-2 lead. Here's why I mentioned Walker Buehler's energy dipping into the yellow and why that is important. If you play this game, you know why that's important. But if you're relatively new to it, once his energy dips into the yellow, the opponent's PCI, the plate coverage indicator, gets bigger. So a better chance for the offense to get to the pitcher, and that's what we saw there with Bryce Harper. Here's Brusdar Graterol out of the pen for C Money as he tries to stop the bleeding here, down 5-2. Line drive, but right at Trey Turner, and that's out number 1. Here's Rhys Hoskins. Looks at a ball inside. All right, I'm going to need you guys in the chat to be a little bit more, active. I mean, Green Hatters coming in strong, but some of you others, I mean, we got 28, 29 people. Come on, let's go. All right, Hoskins is even at 1-1. Oh, good piece of hitting there past the diving Trey Turner. Look at where that pitch was, and Mitchell Williams was able to get to it. Look at that, how he brought his PCI, kept the hands in for a hard single to left. Here's Gene Segura batting with a runner on and 1 out. There's a chopper, but foul down the third base line. Looks at a ball high. It's 1-2. Gene Segura 1 for 1. Had an RBI knock earlier. Lazy fly ball to left center field. Taylor is there, camped underneath, and he'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Roman Quinn. Flew to right in his last time at bat. Looks at a ball low. Second place finisher in this event gets 75,000 stubs to be used here on MLB The Show. And 2 tickets for an upcoming Royals game. That ball sent deep to right field. In the corner goes Betts, and he will make the catch over the shoulder, and that retires the side. Quinn gave it a ride, but Betts was able to corral it to retire the side, and we go to the 4th. Remember, we are only playing 5. Wheeler out for his 4th inning of work. His energy still very much in the green, so that boy Mitch feels comfortable about using Wheeler for 4th inning, dealing with 4, 5, and 6 here on this Dodgers lineup. Here's a grounder to short. Stott is there, and there's out number one. Remember, these players, our 4 players, are going to be using live series teams. So the higher seeded player will have the right to pick first. Mitchell was the top seed in this matchup, and he went with the Philadelphia Phillies as his choice. And of course, Colton responded with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So these are not God squads. This is not Battle Royale. These are live series rosters. High fly ball, deep right field. Going back is Harper. It is gone. A solo home run for Cody Bellinger. 107 miles per hour off the bat. And C-Money closes to a 5-3 deficit. Again, how much longer as we sit here in the 4th inning, scheduled for 5, how much longer will that boy Mitch go with Zach Wheeler? Dealing with Justin Turner now, down in the count 2-0. Pitch number 38 upcoming right here for Zach Wheeler. Spins a curveball, but that's low, and it's now 3-0. Let's see if Turner has the green light. Looks at a strike on the corner. It's 3-1. Good pitch on 3-0 there from Zach Wheeler. Here's the 3-1. That one's foul, and we'll run it full. So as Wheeler fell behind 3-0, but he's battled back to make it 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Wheeler. That ball well struck. It's going to get past Roman Quinn. Roll all the way to the wall. Justin Turner has a piano on his back and can only get a double out of it, but it's a stand-up double for Turner. And another runner in scoring position. The tying run is now at the plate in the form of Gavin Lux. First pitch swinging. Sent to right field. Bryce Harper is there, and he'll make the catch. And Turner will have to dive back to second. And quickly, there's 2 down. Here's Max Muncy. 0 for 1, struck out earlier. Once again, if you're just joining us, that boy Mitch is in the right-hand portion of the screen in our player cam, and to his right is Colton, C-Money. C-Money playing as the Los Angeles Dodgers at the plate right now. There's another fly ball to right. Bryce Harper is there, and that retires aside. So 1 run comes across on a solo home run from Cody Bellinger, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the bottom of the 4th for Mitchell. Alec Bohm looks at a ball high. It's 1-1. As I mentioned, we started with 43 players and we're down to 4. On May 7th, they had a 32-team single elimination tournament, and ultimately that got us to our final 4. There will not be a 3rd place game. Instead, you have the 2 semifinals and the championship right after. Bohm sends one to right field. Betts is there, and there's 1 down. Here's Bryson Stott as Brusdar Graterol works his 2nd inning. Came on in relief for Walker Buehler. Betts is getting a lot of work. There's another fly ball, and the former MVP is there, and quickly there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. So that boy Mitch with his Philadelphia Phillies leading 5-3. 3 outs away from a spot in the championship game. 3 outs away from getting at least 75,000 stubs. And that Carlos Delgado card, it ain't cheap. So Kyle Schwarber down in the count 1-2 to Brusdar Graterol. Here's the 1-2. That one's inside, and it's now 2-2. Schwarber 0 for 2 at the top of the order. Line drive, right field. Chris Taylor leaping catch, and he is there, and that retires aside. So Zach Wheeler will try to get the complete game. He's 3 outs away. And Chris Taylor, the 9-hole hitter, starts him off with a opposite field knock. And the leadoff man is aboard. And Trey Turner steps to the plate representing the tying run. That boy Mitch, 3 outs away from a spot in the championship. I would love to see what kind of bullpen activity he has up right now. As Trey Turner swings and misses, it's 1-1. Hard shot to Bohm. Flip it to second for 1. Over to first for 2. And Trey Turner hits into a double play. And just like that, that boy Mitch is an out away from closing this one out and earning a spot in our championship game later today. Here's Freddie Freeman representing the last out. And he is the last out. That's it. That's all. That boy Mitch comes back to win 5-3. Fell behind early 2-0. But he comes storming back to beat Colton Munn, a.k.a. C-Money. And he earns a spot in our championship game. He will get the winner of Gabe and Yadier. That semifinal still to come. But congratulations to Mitchell as he earns a spot in our championship game. Remember, the top 2 finishers, in addition to some tickets to upcoming Royals games, a stadium tour, our first place winner will get 125,000 stubs, and our second place finisher will get 75,000 stubs. So Mitchell Williams, as we know, already is guaranteed of finishing at least in the money as he awaits the winner of our second semifinal, which will be upcoming shortly. All right, let's send it back to Kauffman Stadium and hear from the competitors, and we'll get you set for our second semifinal. Guys?
Welcome back. What an exciting game we just had here. That boy Mitch came through, came and got the dub. Mitch, it was a slugfest out there. It felt like I was watching the Dodgers and Phillies all over again from last night. How does it feel after winning that one?
It feels pretty good. Just, we both were hitting the ball really hard. Just got lucky to hit the ball away from his guys more than he hit mine right at me, because he had a few rough outs in the last inning there. So.
Yeah, no, it was definitely exciting, kind of being a Phillies fan, seeing Bryce Harper hit a mammoth shot. It was great. Going forward, are you continue using the Phillies, or going into the grand finals now, are you going to change anything about it, or are you going to stick with them?
I'm probably going to stick with the Phillies. Bryce Harper has just been carrying me this whole tournament for the most part, so I'm just going to keep going with him.
A beautiful swing in game and also in real life. Just a fantastic player playing through a torn UCL. Absolutely unreal with how the universal DH going. Well, Mitch, congrats on making it here to the grand finals. We look forward to seeing you again here probably after the next game. Hey, and also, after every single MLB Central, always make sure you check out Robert Flores on his Facebook streaming. He does it every single day. Super great content out there. We're going to go back out to the field cam. We're going to get everything wrapped up here for the next game coming up here at Kauffman Stadium.
part of the jerseys.
Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. We got our second semifinals here. We're sitting here with our second seed, Yachty, and we're also here with Gabe. Yachty, I kind of got a preview. We got a Subway Series ahead of us right now. I noticed that you picked the Yankees. Any reason on picking them for today?
Oh, we're just slugging away. I got Joey Gallo up top and Judge and Stan. I got the big dogs. I'm just trying to go deep a couple times.
We're all about dingers here. I mean, you got Garrett Cole in the mount. I mean, how do you feel about him? Confident with him? What's going on with him?
He's got a cutter, which I like. I don't love the guy, but he's my best pitcher on this team.
Hey, for the Yankees, we're all about hitting dingers here today. And Gabe, you're going for the Mets. I mean, I really don't like the Mets. I love the Phillies, but Mets, they have amazing starting pitching. Who are you going starting with today?
Oh, Mad Max, you know we got to go with that. If DeGrom was healthy, take him in a heartbeat. But we're going with Max Scherzer. I feel like he's got a 5-pitch arsenal, going to be able to keep him off his toes, or keep him on his toes, so to say. Should be, I think, feeling good. Jeez.
Yeah, no, Mad Max out there, insane. I mean, the Mets, they went out there and spent money. So you got some big bats that you say. Are you looking forward to anyone being that big bat for you today?
No one in particular. I feel like everyone in that lineup can go deep if they want to.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Mets, I mean, they went out there, got those free agents. They have an insane batting team. We definitely have a great matchup here for the semifinals. What a great way to have a Subway Series here at Kauffman Stadium. And always remember, check out Robert Flores on MLB Central, weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get everything started here pretty soon. We're going to wrap things up and get these players going. Guys, enjoy your match. Have a great game. And looking forward to speaking to the winner.
Okay. All right, guys, we're getting ready for our second semifinal. The winner gets that boy Mitch in our championship game. Remember, 5 innings for both these semifinals and our championship game. These are not God squads that these players are playing with. They are live series rosters. So Yadier, as you heard him, he's going with the New York Yankees as his live series squad. He'll throw Garrett Cole Bebe as his starting pitcher. Meantime, Gabe Barton, G-Dub, 1267. He'll be countering with the New York Mets, and he says he's going with Max Scherzer. So here we go, 5 innings. Yadier there closest to the camera in the hat and sunglasses on the hat, and Gabe there to his left. So here we go. Yadier, the home team, chose the New York Yankees, and we are underway as Garrett Cole misses inside to Francisco Lindor, the switch-hitting shortstop. Remember, the winner gets that boy Mitch in our championship game. Each round is just a single elimination, so no series, no championship series either. All right, we're back after players were tweaking some of the settings and things in the menu. Here we go. Here's a fly ball, drifting foul, and it's 1-1. Yadier is a veteran of the tournament scene, veteran of events like this. I've called some of his games when playing, when he has participated in some of the circuit finals hosted by MLB The Show. And Francisco Lindor slaps one the other way, and it's a leadoff base hit to start things here in the top of the first. Subway Series action here. Here's Eduardo Escobar, the 2-hole hitter. And he will plop one in for a base hit. Back-to-back base hits to open the top of the first. And Gabe Barton is mounting an early threat against Garrett Cole as Brandon Nimmo first pitch swinging, but he's well out in front, and the PCI just to the left. And he looks at a curveball low. It's 1-1. In real life, the New York Mets have yet to lose a series. Here's a comebacker. Garrett Cole knocks it down. He can only throw to first for 1 out. If he had fielded cleanly, maybe he could get the double play, but he bobbled it and is forced to settle for 1 out. So in prime RBI chance for the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And he fouls that one back, and he's down in an 0-2 hole. 1 out here. Top of the first. Runners at second and third. This could bring a run home. Gleyber Torres, who's playing short, fields and throws across to first for an out, and that's out number 2, but a run does score. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Pete Alonso. Here's Mark Canha. Looks at a curveball low. Just 12 pitches for Garrett Cole upcoming. And he misses inside. It's now 2-0. And Mark Canha rips it foul. You see the timing just early. PCI was in a pretty good place. Here's a grounder to third. Donaldson, backhand stop, throw across to first in time, and that retires the side. But a run does come across on a Pete Alonso fielder's choice RBI, and it's 1-0. Our championship game will be coming up right after this one. That boy Mitch awaiting the winner. Yadier, who you see with the cap and the sunglasses, taking on Gabe. He is the player to Yadier's left. Yadier playing with the New York Yankees, and he's at the plate with Joey Gallo. And Gallo sends one foul. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. All right, so a runner at first, and that'll bring up Aaron Judge. That was a hanger. You saw very early on the swing timing. And he gets Judge to go down swinging for a big out number 1. So here's the 3-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. Looks at a ball outside. It's 1-1. In real life, Anthony Rizzo has 9 home runs, as the New York Yankees have been pounding opposing pitching. Judge in double figures, Stanton in double figures in home runs. Here, Anthony Rizzo sends a lazy fly ball to right center field. Starling Marte on his horse to make the catch, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton. Real life Max Scherzer pitched last night for the New York Mets. And he's fallen behind here, 2-0. Not sure if he saw the viral clip of Scherzer. Oh, fly ball, deep fly ball to left field. Perfect contact. And Giancarlo Stanton has gone deep. A 2-run, 2-out homer, and it's now 2-1 Yadier. Wow. Yadier did not miss with that Stanton card. Here's Josh Donaldson. Fouls that one back, and it's 1-2. Scherzer and Gabe were so close of getting out of that inning before thunder strikes in the form of Giancarlo Stanton with 2 down. Oof, hanging slider fouled. PCI was right all over it, but the swing timing early. Here's the 2-2. And there's a hard hit ball to short. Lindor backhand stop and throw. And that retires the side. But Giancarlo Stanton delivers with a perfect 2-run homer. And it's a brand new game. Yadier leading 2-1. 6, 7, and 8 due up here for Gabe. As Garrett Cole Bebe out for his 2nd inning of work. Gave up a single run in the opening frame. Pete Alonso fielder's choice RBI. Starling Marte looks at a knuckle curve wide, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Cole. That one is low. It is now 3-1. Jeff McNeil on deck. The 3-1 from Cole. Check swing, didn't hold up in time, didn't matter. The ball was in the zone. That'll run it full. Payoff pitch from Cole. And Marte will slap one to right field. That's going to roll all the way to the walls. Marte, with good speed, is in with a stand-up double. And Gabe has something cooking here in the top of the 2nd. Here's Jeff McNeil. Fly ball, drifting towards foul ground in the line. That's going to fall for a base hit. Stanton could not catch it. And McNeil is in with a sliding double. So now runners at 2nd and 3rd, and still no one out. J.D. Davis golfs one to left field, and it is gone. No, excuse me. It's foul. Wow. I thought that was gone. Someone call up a replay. That looked fair. All right, J.D. Davis down on the count 0-2. That looked fair. Wow. Here's the 1-2. Davis lifts one to right field. That will be deep enough to score the run. Also tagging is McNeil. He slides in safely, and J.D. Davis has a sac fly RBI, and we're tied at 2. Tomas Nido now steps to the plate. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Another prime opportunity RBI-wise for Gabe as he tries to take a lead here in the top of the second. Scheduled for 5. And he sends that one foul, and he's still down in the count 0-2. Looks at a ball in the dirt. Higashioka diamond fielding back there behind the plate. Here's the 1-2. That is perfect. Hot shot up the middle. That'll bring home a run, and it's going to be an RBI double for Tomas Nido. Good piece of hitting there. Able to barrel it up for an opposite field knock. And it's now 3-2 Gabe. And another perfect drive. Going back is Stanton. Going back is Gallo. It's off the wall. Nido will score. And it's an RBI double for Francisco Lindor as Gabe extends to a 4-2 lead over Yadier. And Yadier is going to get some bullpen activity up. Here's Eduardo Escobar, 1-for-1. Here's the thing with Garrett Cole. Playing and facing him in MLB The Show, I feel like it's a pitcher, despite the velocity, that I can do damage against. I am not a fan of Garrett Cole cards generally, and we're seeing that bear out here today, as he's been tagged for 4 runs here, and we're not out of the second inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounder to second. LeMahieu is there. Throws over to first, and that's out number 2. So he's able to advance the runner, but that's it. And now Garrett Cole has hit into the yellow with his energy. And when the pitcher's energy is in the yellow, the opposing hitter's PCI gets a little bit bigger. Brandon Nimmo gets plunked, and now his runners at first and third and 2 outs. And Yadier is going to go to his pen. He'll bring in Michael King. Michael King's got a pretty nifty Tops Now card, but this is a live series card, and this is a high fly ball, deep left field. Stanton goes back and makes the catch on the run, and that retires the side. But 3 big runs come across to score. Brand new game. Gabe leading Yadier 4-2. Yadier will have 6, 7, 8 due up here in the bottom of the second, starting off with Gleyber Torres. If you're not familiar with Yadier, a 4-2 deficit is no problem for him, as Max Scherzer tries to preserve this 4-2 lead. Remember, this game is only 5 innings. So an early deficit is still cause for concern here. As Torres fouls that one off, he was just early, and the PCI was low and to the right. I like the pitch sequencing here there from Gabe. Went low with the off-speed stuff and then up and in with the hard stuff. Spins a breaking ball, and that one's fouled off, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Hard hit, but foul. Yadier was all over it with the PCI, but the swing timing was early. And that ball sent deep to left field. Canna can't get to it. It's going to be a double for Gleyber Torres. Runner at second. Still no one out. Here's DJ LeMahieu, the 7-hole hitter. Oh, boy. Fly ball in the infield. This is going to be a big out number 1. As LeMahieu unable to advance the runner. That'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Hicks fouls that one Often it's 1-1. Swings at a circle change, gets a piece of it, but he's down to the count 1-2. Just inside. Good pitch there from Gabe. We'll do it again. Hard hit single to right. Perfect. They're going to hold Torres at third, and that'll be runners at the corners with one out. As you see Gabe getting some activity up in his bullpen, he'll warm up the Trevor Williams, the right-hander. Here's Kyle Higashioka, 137. A lot of value behind the plate. Here's some value here, as this should be deep enough to score the run. Mark Canha settles underneath. Runner tags and scores from third, and it's now a one-run game, as Gabe is able to get one of those runs back, and he's now down 4-3. You see Trevor Williams still about halfway through his warm-up tosses. Max Scherzer's energy has dipped into the yellow. Can he get one more batter out? Here's Joey Gallo. Runner at first, 2 down. Yadier at the plate. He's the New York Yankees. His opponent is Gabe. He's the New York Mets. That ball gets past the catcher, not going to be deep enough to allow the runner at first to get to second. And Trevor Williams is going to get, it's going to be the left-hander, Chasen Shreve. Former Yankee, one pitch, one swing, one out. That retires a side. Yadier gets one of those runs back. He's down 4-3 after 2. First pitch swinging, grounded to third. And the runner is retired, and quickly there's one down. Here's Starling Marte, had an opposite field base hit in his last time up. Uh-oh, Rexy, I don't think this one quite has the distance. Higashioka is there, makes the catch in foul ground. And just like that, 2 pitches, 2 outs. And Michael King is being very efficient here in this top of the third. Jeff McNeil looks at a ball at a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. There's a base. Oh, no. DJ LeMahieu knocks it down, but he's unable to throw out McNeil. Good effort there by LeMahieu to keep it in the infield. So it's an infield base hit with 2 down here in the top of the third. That ball is sent foul, and it's 2-1. 4-3 game, top of the third, scheduled for 5. Tomas Nido on deck, runner at first, 3-1 count. And J.D. Davis draws a 1-out walk, and Tomas Nido will step to the plate with runners at first and second, and 2 down. Nido had an RBI knock in his last plate appearance. The winner will face that boy Mitch in our championship game, which will also be 5 innings and will be upcoming right after this game. Our players, if you're just now joining us, are playing at Kauffman Stadium. As a big strikeout there for Jeff King, and the runners are stranded at first and second as Nido goes down swinging. Here's Aaron Judge facing Chasen Shreve. So Gabe will let Shreve face the right-hander Judge. Hot shot to third. Davis fields. Throw over to first in time, and there's 1 down. This is the batter that Gabe wanted Shreve to face, really, and that is the left-hander Anthony Rizzo. Took his chances with Judge, and it pays off because Rizzo lines out to second. And that will be all for Shreve, as he will now face Giancarlo Stanton, and that is wise. Stanton hit a moonshot home run in his first AB. And Trevor Williams starts him off with a slider outside. It's 1-0. There's a hard hit ball to left field. Going back is Canha. He'll play it off the wall. Has some trouble fielding, and Stanton is going to stroll in with a 2-out double. Second extra base hit for the big man, Giancarlo Stanton, in this game. And that'll bring up the rainmaker, the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson. It's 1-1. Tying run in scoring position. Lazy fly ball, no problem for Marte. And Gabe is able to leave Giancarlo Stanton stranded as we go to the top of the fourth. You see the bullpen activity up for Yadier. He's trailing. He's the New York Yankees. Michael King, who came on in that third inning and got some big outs, on for his second inning of work. Dealing with Francisco Lindor, who's 2 for 2 with a home run. That ball sent deep to right field. Excuse me, deep to right center. Joey Gallo is there. And there's one down. Here's the switch hitting infielder Eduardo Escobar. First pitch swinging here. That one's fouled off, and it's 0-1. Michael King about to throw his 20th pitch of the day. And that's going to beat the shift. That's going to fall in for a base hit, and more than likely it's 2. They were really playing Escobar to pull there, and Escobar took advantage, and it's a 1-out double here in the top of the fourth. Big insurance run out there at second base for Gabe as he's clinging to a 1-run lead here in this top of the fourth, scheduled for 5, and a pitching change for Yadier. He will bring in the left-hander, Lutke, to face the left-handed batter, Brandon Nimmo. Could not hold up, but the point is moot, and as that ball was in the zone, it's now 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Oh, went fishing and came up empty. Big out number 2 here in the top of the fourth. As Yadier trying to keep it to a 4-3 deficit. Here's Pete Alonso. Ooh, he was fooled badly there. It's 0-1. Now it's 0-2. And Yadier a strike away from getting out of this little mini jam here in the top of the fourth. That ball inside, it's 1-2. Fouls that one off, and we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2 from Lutke. Well hit, but foul. You see the swing timing just early. PCI pretty good. Again, and a cutter inside, fouled off. Good battle here. Spits on that one to even the count at 2-2. That one misses inside, and the count is now full. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, just got a piece. That ball was well out of the zone. That ball sent deep to left field. Stanton looks up, and it is gone. It's a 2-run home run. And Gabe is extended to a 6-3 lead as Polar Bear goes deep. Wow. Yadier was a strike away from getting out of it. Instead, Alonso stings him with a 2-run homer. It's now 6-3. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Yadier here in the bottom of the fourth. Starting off with Gleyber Torres. What do you say, chat? What do you say? Line drive to second, speared by Escobar. And there's one down. Here's DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 1. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Gabe. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Yadier as he bats here with the New York Yankees in the bottom of the fourth. Slow roller. Davis tried to make an attempt at it, but came up empty. Lindor backed him up and was able to throw out LeMahieu at first base for out number 2. That ball sent deep to right center field over the head of Marte. It's going to bounce up against the wall, and Aaron Hicks is going to have a 2-out double. So with the tying run on deck, here's Kyle Higashioka. I'm wondering, yes, I was wondering if Yadier was at least contemplating using a pinch hitter here for the light-hitting Higashioka. And there are his options. Kiner Falefa, the right-hander. Marwin Gonzalez is a switch hitter. And it looks like it will be Isaiah Kiner Falefa behind the plate. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. Sends one line drive to center field, but Marte is there to end the threat, and that retires a side. Kiner Falefa will stay in the game and catch. as Yadier will bring in Jonathan Loizaga. There's a lazy fly ball. That's going to fall in for a hit. A leadoff knock here to open things here in the 5th inning. Marte at first. Here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil 2 for 2, including a double. As Loizaga throws a circle change, fouled off, and it's 1-1. 6-3 game. Gabe looking for even more insurance. Hot shot up the middle. Loizaga can't field it. And it's runners at first and second. And again, Gabe is mounting a rally here in this 5th inning. 11 hits so far for Gabe. And here's J.D. Davis. Looks at a ball outside. It's 1-0. Line drive to right field. Judge makes a nice running catch. And that's out number 1. Here's Tomas Nido, 1 for 2. Little dribbler out in front. Oh, Kiner Falefa fields it. Throw to second in time, but the runner at first is able to beat the throw, and they can't get the double play. Runners now at first and third. 2 outs for Francisco Lindor. Ball gets past Kiner Falefa, and there's a little bit of confusion on who's going to pick it up, but the runner does not advance. And it's now 1-0. Francisco Lindor, a couple of knocks in this game. 2 for 3. And they're going to bring in Aroldis Chapman. Yadier will bring in Chapman to turn around Francisco Lindor mid-AB. Chopper to third. Donaldson fields, fires, that retires aside. So Gabe is now 3 outs away from advancing to the championship game. Yadier needs at least 3 to extend, 4 to win. Top of the order, good news for Yadier. Here's Joey Gallo. That ball is foul. Early on the timing, PCI a little to the right. And this one is going to beat the shift. Good piece of hitting here by Gallo. Leadoff man is aboard. Exactly what Yadier was looking for. He needs base runners. Here's Aaron Judge, 0 for 2. Perfect drive. Deep left field. Canna going back. Wow, how does that not get out, chat? How does that not get out? Game is cheating Yadier there. A perfect with Aaron Judge. And it's a loud fly, it's a long fly ball. Wow, I don't get that. And now there's 2 down because Anthony Rizzo lines to second and Giancarlo Stanton representing the final out. He sends one deep to left field. Canna going back. He is there and he will make the catch. And that's it. Gabe comes back to win and holds on 6-3. He will now move on to our championship game to face that boy Mitch. Once again, that championship game will be 5 innings as well. Let's hear from our players in our second semifinal. Let's send it back to Kauffman Stadium. Broadcast there on the big scoreboard there at Kauffman Stadium. So once again, I'm Robert Flores from MLB Network. You can watch MLB Central weekly, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. And don't forget to check out my streams of MLB The Show on my Facebook page, facebook.com/RealRoFlo. You see the game totals there for our second semifinal. Gabe picked the New York Mets and picked wisely, obviously. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Yadier, who is a very, very good player with extensive tournament experience, he was the New York Yankees, and he goes for 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors, and comes up short. That means our championship game will be that boy Mitch against Gabe Barton, G-Dub, 1267. These players do have the option of picking live series rosters. Now, that boy Mitch picked the Philadelphia Phillies for his semifinal game and he was able to win, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see if he decides to go with the Philadelphia Phillies again, or maybe he has another team in mind. And also, we'll be looking to see if Gabe will pick the New York Mets for a second consecutive game. Our winner of this championship game will receive, among other things, 125,000 stubs to be used on MLB The Show, as well as a stadium tour and 4 tickets to an upcoming Royals game. The second place finisher, they will get 75,000 stubs, a stadium tour, and 4 Royals tickets to a upcoming game. Our third and fourth place finisher, there is not a third place game, but all of our competitors today, none of them are going away empty-handed. Our third and fourth place finishers, they get a stadium tour and 2 tickets to an upcoming Royals game. So they are doing some logistical things, getting ready for our championship game out at Kauffman Stadium, which will be, again, that boy Mitch taking on Gabe Barton. Mitchell Williams, who recently graduated, took his last final at the University of Oklahoma just this week, just on Thursday. So he's graduating with a degree from the University of Oklahoma, and who knows, maybe he's going to walk away with a championship win here in our championship game. So once again, we will do we want to send it back out to Kauffman Stadium, or do we need to vamp for a little bit? Okay, let's send it out to Kauffman Stadium and get you set for our championship game, which is just moments away.
All right, and we're sitting here with the winner, Gabe. He came out on top using the Mets bats. They came through today. Mad Max, he kind of gave up a few runs early, but you stayed with it. Pete Alonso, the big 3-run shot, and Jeff McNeil went 3 for 3. I mean, the hitting just on fire for you today.
What really benefited me a lot is in the show, left-handed hitting does really good against right-handed hitters, and they have a lot of switch hitters and left-handed hitters, so that really benefited me a lot early. Got out lots of runs for him, kind of made an adjustment to a left-handed pitcher, threw me off for an inning or two, but ended up getting a big home run from Pete Alonso for kind of the insurance runs we needed.
Yeah, I know the big polar bear. He always comes through with big home runs. Now, you are in the grand finals. Are you still going to keep with the Mets, or are we going to change it up, noticing that Mitch used the Phillies for last game?
Oh, it's between them and Braves. I haven't quite decided because I do like. Oh, I went blank on the pitcher's name, but there's a pitcher for the starting pitcher for the Braves I really do like using, so it's between those two.
Definitely. They got the 2 big lefties, and Max Fried, and I can't think of the last guy is. He's on my fantasy team. Pitcher-wise, Matt Olson, of course.
Pitching, yeah. Oh, shoot, went blank.
Kyle Wright. That's who he is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got a player of the month card. So we're between the Braves and the Phillies. Well, absolutely spectacular job. You got the bats going. I'm definitely looking forward to you here in the grand finals. We're going to have a slugfest so far here. I'm thinking this grand finals, who knows how long this is going to go for. Many home runs. Hey, also, by the way, guys, KCGameOn is having the Atlanta event next weekend. If you guys do want to get some free tickets, drop a hashtag KCGameOn down in our Twitch chat right now. Hopefully get a free pair of tickets. We're going to get things going here for the grand finals between Gabe and that boy Mitch. We look forward here to the grand finals. Quick. Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here, and it has been the long-awaited grand finals, and we're sitting here with Mitch, our number 1 seed, and Gabe. It's going to be definitely an exciting matchup. We got a little NL East matchup going down here between some heavy sluggers, the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees. Mitch, you're coming back here using the Phillies again. After watching Gabe play, is there any sort of game plan changes you want to do, or are we still going out there hitting some dingers?
Just going out there hitting some dingers, hopefully with Harper.
Harper, I know. You guys gotta love Harper and what he does. Making it to the grand final. I mean, any pressure going on into the grand finals opposed to last round or anything like that?
Probably a little less. I was a little nervous for the environment, but now that I've got a game under my belt, I feel a little bit better. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey, that's super exciting. And Gabe, we just got done talking. He's using the Phillies. It's a lot of big bats. Are you feeling confident with Max, going out there and hopefully shutting down Mitch? As he went through this whole tournament, has yet to lose a game at all.
Well, Mitch is the only person who's beaten me so far, and did that in the qualifying rounds. And my main thing is I think Max can avoid bats, and if I can do that, I like my odds.
Now, we were just talking before this interview, and you were here last year. You made it all the way to the top. Are you looking to get that title as being the best MLB The Show player here in Kansas City?
It'd be something cool I could tell for a while. Absolutely.
Now, if you do win, what are you going to do with that $125,000 stub?
Well, shoot, I really haven't gotten much into Diamond Dynasty. I'll use it to start. Absolutely.
Hey, there we go. Guys, we got an exciting grand finals coming on here. Don't forget, we got Robert Flores. He's been doing a fantastic job this evening casting each and every game. We'd like to thank him out here. Make sure you always check him out on MLB Central and MLB Network, 8 a.m. Central. And don't forget, he does stream every single day over on Facebook Gaming. We're going to get these players sat down. We got exciting grand finals coming your way, and we look forward to speaking with the winner afterwards.
Zach, great stuff, man. Thanks for that. Good stuff. As we get ready for our grand final, it will be Mitchell Williams, that boy Mitch, taking on Gabe Barton, a.k.a. G-Dub. Now, a couple of interesting things. One is that these two players have met before during the course of this tournament. You heard Gabe mention that Mitchell beat him in their first meeting during the course of this event, which started with 40-plus players, and now we are down to 2. The other interesting thing is that both of them are going to go with their same previous matchups. Mitchell is going to stick with the Philadelphia Phillies. That earned him a semifinal win. And Gabe is going to stick with the New York Mets. So National League East division rivals playing for a whole bunch of stubs and other prizes. Remember, the winner gets 125,000 stubs to be used on MLB The Show. Second place finisher gets 75,000 stubs. Here we go. Mitchell is the home team. He is the Philadelphia Phillies, and he will throw Zach Wheeler yet again. Gabe Barton going with the New York Mets for the second consecutive time, and he is the visitor. As you see our players getting ready and fixing some of the settings and getting things correct, and we are underway in our grand final. Whoa. All right. Just a bit outside. Zach Wheeler off there to start things, and it's 1-0. Our two competitors at Kauffman Stadium right now, using a monitor there on the club level, but the game is being cast on the big screen there at Kauffman Stadium. Chopper up the middle. Segura fields and throws over to first, and we're underway. One down here in the bottom of the first. Fly ball, center field. Quinn is there, and quickly there's 2 down. 3 pitches, 2 outs for Zach Wheeler. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just underway here, scheduled for 5 innings. And in case you're just joining us, these are not God squads. These are live series rosters. Our players only had live series rosters to choose from. Mitchell was the top seed, went with the Philadelphia Phillies, and Gabe opting for the New York Mets. Both players deciding to stay with the same teams they used in the semifinal wins. Brandon Nimmo looks at a ball low. It's 2-2. Mitchell wearing the red hoodie, the Oklahoma University hoodie. Just took his last final on Thursday, so congratulations to him. And Gabe, you heard from Gabe mention that he has been in this spot before. He lost in the championship game of this event last year, but he's back for more, hoping to reverse the trend. 2-out walk there. There's a runner at first, and here's Pete Alonso. Gabe had a big home run with Pete Alonso in the semifinal win against Yadier. But he's down to the count 0-2. Here's a chopper to third. Bohm is there, and that retires the side. 2-out walk doesn't come to pass, doesn't come to produce much. And we go to the bottom of the first as Mitchell will lead off with Kyle Schwarber. Swings at a cutter out of the zone, and it's 0-1. That circle chain is wide, and it evens a count at 1-1. Max Scherzer started the semifinal for Gabe in his win over Yadier, and he's getting the call once again in the championship game. Scheduled for 5. Oof. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout to open the bottom of the first for Scherzer, and there's one down. He gets Castellanos to offer it a pitch outside of the zone, and it's 0-1. That one is sent foul, and quickly, Mitchell and Castellanos are down in the count 0-2. Stays alive there, fouling off the circle change. Good PCI placement, but you saw the swing timing very early. Fly ball drifting in foul ground. Nimmo will give a look, but it'll find the stands. And that ball is outside. It's 1-2. Pitch number 10 coming up for Scherzer. Misses badly, and it evens a count at 2-2. Here's a weak little grounder to third. Davis will charge and field and fire. And there's 2 down. Bryce Harper. Mitch went deep with Bryce Harper in the semifinal win against C Money. No third place game, but our third and fourth place finishers will not go home empty-handed. We'll get some tickets to an upcoming Royals game, a stadium tour, and some other prizes. Here's the 1-1. Oof, pulled the string on a circle change, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Scherzer. Roped, but foul. You see Mitch kind of setting up that PCI a little shaded towards the inside as Harper has to back out quickly, and it's 2-2. Lazy fly ball. That is just foul. Wow. Very late on the timing, but it almost worked out. And here's a grounder to the right side, past the diving second baseman, Escobar. And it's a 2-out base hit for Bryce Harper. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Max Scherzer. JT Realmuto. Scherzer starts him with a fastball inside. It's 1-0, and now it's 0-2. There's a sharply hit base hit to left field, and it's a 2-out rally here from Mitchell. Back-to-back base hits with 2 down, and that'll bring up the 5-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. You see Max Scherzer about to throw his 23rd pitch, fouled off, make pitch 24 right now. That one just misses. It's 1-2. Ball in the dirt. Hoskins goes fishing, comes up empty. They'll throw to first, and that completes the strikeout, and we go to the top of the second, no score. Here's Mark Canha. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Canha down on the count 0-1. That misses low. It's 1-1. You heard Gabe Barton say that he lost to Mitch earlier in this event during the early stages of the tournament. Now they're meeting again, but this time in the championship game. Here's a chopper to Alec Bohm, and there's 1 down. Gabe Barton playing as the New York Mets. He works full-time as a mortgage loan assistant. Okay. So if you're looking for a home loan, Gabe Barton might be the man. That one is sent foul. It's 1-1. Fastball catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Zach Wheeler only at 20 pitches right now. Tries to climb the ladder, but J.D. Davis will not offer to even the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Ball in the dirt, and that runs it full. Starling Marte on deck. Here's the 3-2 from Wheeler. Got into his kitchen with a slider, and it's a lazy fly ball in foul ground. Hoskins is there, and there are 2 down. Scoring first in this format is so important. They're playing just 5 innings, remember. Wheeler an out away from getting out of the second inning. But he's down on the count to Starling Marte, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 from Wheeler. Misses with that one. It's now 3-0. Left-handed hitting Jeff McNeil on deck. Good pitch there on 3-0. Got the sense that Gabe was taking all the way with Marte. That ball hit pretty well, but plenty of room for Harper, and that retires the side. 6, 7, and 8 due up here for Mitchell, playing as the Philadelphia Phillies here. Gene Segura looks at a ball low. Now Max Scherzer threw 24 pitches in that last inning. And he's fallen behind 2-0. Chopper to third. Davis has been quite busy this afternoon. And there's 1 down. Here's Roman Quinn. Good speed, good defense. The offense, a work in progress. But this one will find grass in the outfield, and it's a little bloop hit for Roman Quinn. So Quinn and his 98 speed at first base. A ball in the gap could be enough to score Quinn, who runs extremely well. Here's Alec Bohm, the 8-hole hitter, batting .316. That boy Mitch, left-hand portion of the player cam screen. And Gabe Barton to Mitchell's left. Mitchell wearing the Oklahoma hoodie. And Alec Bohm fouls that one off. It's 1-2. Pitch number 34 upcoming for Scherzer right now. That ball sent to right field. That will fall in for a base hit. So station-to-station baseball right here in the bottom of the second. Bohm with a base hit. Quinn with a base hit. And there's runners at first and second. Here's Bryson Stott, the 9-hole hitter. He will plop that one in right in front of Canna. They're going to hold Roman Quinn, and that was probably the wise move. Not deep enough to score Quinn, even with his speed. And that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. And no bullpen activity for Gabe, and until now, he will get up Trevor Williams. But Kyle Schwarber has a chance, a prime RBI chance, as he looks at a ball low. Bases are loaded and only 1 out. Looks at a circle change at the knees. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Foul, and we'll do it again. That ball sent up the middle. Base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Throw home is cut off, and it's an RBI knock, and it's a 2-0 game for Mitchell. Kyle Schwarber coming up with a big base hit. This could be 2. Flip it for 1. Fire it for 2. That retires the side, but Kyle Schwarber gives that boy Mitch a 2-run lead thanks to his base hit up the middle. As you see, Mitch will get some bullpen activity up. A lefty and a righty. The lefty is Brad Hand. 8, 9, and 1 due up here for Gabe in the top of the third. Jeff McNeil first pitch swinging. No problem for Roman Quinn, and quickly there's 1 down. JX Gaming in the chat. What's up, my man? How you doing? Yeah, special thanks to those of you joining us here on Twitch or the Royals YouTube page. As you see, Mitchell Williams with the Philadelphia Phillies. There was a Mitch Williams who played for the Philadelphia Phillies, but this is Mitchell Williams playing as the Philadelphia Phillies. And Zach Wheeler with a strike call at the knees, and quickly there's 2 down. Here's Francisco Lindor. Offers at a sinker low, and it's fouled off. Lindor 0 for 1. Awkward swing there, and he's down to the count 0-2. Fly ball, left field. Schwarber near the line will make the catch, and that retires the side. We're through 2.5, and Mitchell leading 2-0 and looking for more, batting here in the bottom of the third. 3, 4, and 5 in the heart of the order. Trevor Williams, new pitcher, greeted by Bryce Harper. Deep fly ball, few feet in front of the track, but Marte is there to make the catch, and there's 1 down. Harper gave it a ride, but not deep enough. Here's JT Realmuto, 1 for 1. He also swings at the first pitch, and it's fouled off. This will be a base hit up the middle. A 1-out knock for the catcher, JT Realmuto. Remember, you can watch me struggle mightily playing MLB The Show and other games on my Facebook page, facebook.com/RealRoFlow, when I stream pretty much Monday through Friday during the afternoons. And there's a base hit for JT Realmuto, who's 2 for 2. And Mitchell has a threat going here in the bottom of the third, leading 2-0 and hoping to add. That'll bring up Gene Segura. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Lazy fly ball. Marte is going to have to hustle to get there. He does get there, and there's 2 down. Here's Roman Quinn. Great speed. Scored earlier after he got a base hit in his first AB. And he's got a base hit in his second AB. Base hit up the middle. Another run will score, and it's now 3-0. And that boy Mitch getting great production from the bottom of the order. Including in that is Alec Bohm. He grounds 1 to third. J.D. Davis throws across, and that retires aside. But that boy Mitch adds to his total, now has a 3-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. That boy Mitch, left-hand portion of your screen on the player cam, 6 outs away from claiming the grand prize and winning the KCGameOn championship. There's a lazy fly ball in foul ground, and quickly there's 1 down. And that will land foul. As Brandon Nimmo making a bid for extra bases. Gabe just needs base runners, obviously, at this point. Down 3-0, 1 out here in the top of the fourth, scheduled for 5. Nimmo looks at a fastball inside. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. He sends one to the gap. That's going to find the wall. It's extra bases for Brandon Nimmo. And he'll stay at second base with a 1-out double. The tying run still on deck. But here's Pete Alonso. He can change this game with 1 swing, and I think he just did. Fly ball, left center field. Polar Bear goes deep sea fishing. And it's now a 1-run game as Gabe G-Dub 1267 cuts the lead to 1. Line drive to center field. Quinn is there, and that's out number 2. That Pete Alonso card is so glitchy. Remember, this is the live series rosters that these players are using. These aren't God Squads. This isn't a Battle Royale format. This is live series rosters. J.D. Davis grounds out to second to end the inning, but a big blow from the Polar Bear. And Gabe has closed to within 1, down 3-2. Mitchell Williams hoping to add here. And he might have done just that. Fly ball, deep right field. Nimmo going back. It's over his head. It's 2, and it's going to be 3. It's a leadoff triple for that boy Mitch here in the bottom of the fourth. Again, we're seeing production from the bottom of the order. That was Bryson Stott with a triple, and then Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff man, brings him home. And Mitchell gets one of those runs back. What an answer. What a reply here in the bottom of the fourth from that boy Mitch. And here's Nick Castellanos. Count even at 1-1. Trevor Williams on for a second inning of work, and he's found trouble here in the bottom of the fourth. Epic Gator TV, how you doing, man? There's a fly ball to Marte, who's there. And that's out number 1. Runner at first will have to hurry back. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper, 1 for 2. Notice where Mitch is, on some pitches, starting his PCI, especially with the lefties, bringing it up and in to start and then making the adjustments as necessary. Harper down to the count, 1-2. Sharply hit to Escobar. Go the short way, and it's going to be 2. Flip it for 1, fire it for 2, and that retires the side. But Mitch gets 1 of those runs back. Some very important insurance here as we go to the 5th inning. Gabe needs 2 runs to extend and 3 to take the lead, but he's down to his final 3 outs. 7, 8, and 9 due up here as Zach Wheeler on for his 5th inning of work. And Starling Marte ropes 1 foul. It's 1-2. Kelboy2 in the chat over on the twitch.tv/KCGameOn stream. Count even at 2-2. And Marte sharply hit, but Segura is right there. Nice job of Segura. Only had to go over a couple of feet to his right, but that ball had some hair on it, and there's 1 down. Here's Jeff McNeil, 0 for 1. Has to get out of the way of a curveball, and he's ahead in the count, 1-0. That boy Mitch took his last final as a student at the University of Oklahoma on Thursday, and now 2 outs away from claiming, among other things, 125,000 stubs to be used on MLB The Show. Jeff McNeil lifts 1 to right center field. Quinn is there, and there's 2 down. As Gabe is down to his final out. Gabe was in this position last year, lost in the championship. He's an out away from repeating that dubious feat. As looks like Gabe is thinking about a pinch hitter, and it will be Dom Smith pinch hitting for Tomas Nido. So down to his final out, Gabe will go with Dom Smith. There's a comebacker right to Wheeler. Throw over to first, and that's it. That's all. Congratulations to that boy Mitch. He is your grand final winner here in the KCGameOn Invitational MLB The Show tournament. We started with 43, and only 1 is left standing, and it's that boy Mitch. Congratulations. He claims the championship via a 4-2 win over Gabe Barton. What an effort by both of those players. That boy Mitch comes away with a stadium tour, 4 tickets to an upcoming Royals game, and 125,000 stubs as the first place championship winner. Gabe does not go home empty-handed. He gets 4 Royals tickets as well. $75,000 worth of stubs on MLB The Show and a stadium tour. So congratulations to both of our players, and congratulations to that boy Mitch, who is our championship winner at Kauffman Stadium. Let's send it back out to the stadium, and Zach, and let's hear from our 2 players. Zach?
Welcome back, everybody. We're standing here with the grand final winner, Mitch. That boy, Mitch. You came out, man. You came out, have yet to drop a single game. How are we feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just, stuck with the Phillies, and it paid off. So, I'm happy with it.
Now, there's no secret here. You came in. You're going walking home with 125,000 stubs. Congratulations. What are you planning on doing with all those stubs?
I'm going to get Ketel Marte, the new card that came out the second half of 2019. He's my favorite player, so, I don't have enough stubs because I don't spend them very well. So
buying packs all the time. You got to rip those. I mean, you never get anything. It was definitely an exciting game. At first, bats weren't really going, but you kind of really, in the second inning, kind of got used to it. 2 big runs. You got Bryson Stott going 2 for 2 for you. Who was that staple for you in the grand finals for?
It's got to be Wheeler. I used Wheeler pretty much this whole tournament. He's so reliable. And but Bryson Stott, I have not used him up until this point, but they took out Didi Gregorius, so I had to plug someone in, and he got a single and triple, so that's pretty good.
No, it was definitely a very, very fun game to watch this entire tournament. But definitely a big congrats for you. Like I said, it's remarkable enough to make it here, but especially going undefeated, I mean, it's unreal. Now, I mean, if we do this again next year, are you going to come back and defend your title for a second year?
It depends. I just graduated college, so I might have a job, and it's a bit of a commute, but I'll consider it.
Hey, we all get there. Hey, congrats, by the way. I mean, it's been a remarkable run for you. Congrats on winning this entire tournament. Folks, thank you all for joining in today. It has been definitely a remarkable series, an entire great weekend here in Kauffman Stadium last weekend as well. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow all of us here at KCGameOn. We do have our land event coming up next weekend. If you're looking interested on going, hey, go to www.kcgameon.com. Get some land tickets. Come hang out with us for 15 hours. Let's not forget, we can't forget about the great Robert Flores. Came in today, play-by-play, did a fantastic job. Make sure you drop him a follow on his Twitter, and make sure you always watch him on his Facebook stream and MLB Central. We are going to go kick it back out here to our amazing intro, and thank you all for stopping in for today. You guys enjoy a beautiful weekend. Congrats, dog. You fucking killed it this entire weekend. I mean, out here getting everybody.
Welcome to the show at Kauffman Stadium, presented by the Royals and KCGameOn.
Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun. So,
On today's broadcast, we'll be featuring the top 4 players who made it through the bracket, and will be playing in person here at Kauffman Stadium.
That would be excellent. I'd love to do that. Absolutely. So, thanks
Swing
for
and a high
for
fly
having me.
ball,
Had a lot
pretty
of
well
fun, and
struck right
like I said,
field.
maybe we can do it again real soon.
And that one is gone.
Who's the best in Kansas City? Today we're going to find out.